All right, so there's a lot of information coming out about Deadpool 3, which I'm pretty interested in because I'm really curious to how this movie is going to work under the MCU banner. We also have some news on the final Evangelion Rebuild, which I've been waiting like 4 or 5 years for this movie to drop, and it's finally going to come out. So we have a release date for that. So that'll be the second half of the video, but let's get into it. So the biggest news, and this just dropped yesterday, Deadpool 3 is officially in the works. So I'm pretty interested in this. They've been talking about this for a while. Kevin Feige said, yeah, I think we can make that work. And it seems they are going to keep it rated R, which will be interesting. What does a rated R movie look like under Disney Marvel? Before it was under Fox, and it was amazing that that movie got made. It was amazing they even made a movie like Logan. It's sad we'll never probably see another Wolverine movie like Logan. I thought that movie was a masterpiece of a comic book movie. A lot of you might disagree with me, but regardless, we're never going to see another movie like Logan. Deadpool, as long as that's making money, I think they'll keep making it R-rated. It makes sense. However, if you remember, Deadpool 2 got a special re-release where they did a PG-13 version of the movie. And I truly believe that was testing the waters to see how much money that would make. I think they even made a Blu-ray version of it and sold it separately. I might be wrong on that, so don't quote me. But regardless, what does a movie like this look like under Marvel? Now, Kevin Feige has come out and said, I'm going to keep it how it is. If it's not broken, why fix it? And that's true. But will they do this? Disney wants to make that merchandise. I don't know. I hope they keep it R-rated. I don't see how this movie works as a PG-13 movie. I really don't. Now, there are comments from Iger in this article. Iger earlier said Disney was open to leaving the character and the Deadpool brand untouched, saying in the December 2018 investors call, Deadpool clearly has been and will be Marvel branded, but we think there might be an opportunity for a Marvel R brand for something like Deadpool. As long as we let audiences know what's coming, we think we can manage that fine. There's a lot of questions I have for this too, particularly like continuity. Are they going to keep this in the old X-Men Fox universe? So is that universe going to kind of hang on a whim, still kind of have life in it through Deadpool? Or are they going to just bring the character over to Marvel and say, screw it, we're not going to explain anything. He's just here now. But then that would also bring mutants to the MCU. And I feel like now that they have X-Men back, they slowly want to introduce that. It's really strange. How are they going to do this? I've been thinking about that for a while now. Like, are they going to just throw them in there? Or are they just going to keep the Fox universe alive? They obviously can just do a multiverse, which exists in the comic books. So I don't know. I think that there's interesting stuff there. Like, what will they do? Obviously, I think the Fox movies are never going to see... You're never going to see another Fox X-Men. Deadpool would be it. So it's just interesting to me. Will they just move him over? I guess with that franchise, it would make... He could just pop into the MCU and say, whoa, I'm here now. Corporations and stuff. Because he is a wall-breaking character, so... He is a fourth wall breaking character. So, that would make sense for him, actually. He's the only character you could do that with and just accept it. Because he could just tell you that's how it went down. It was a corporate thing. And you would accept it. If Deadpool, he breaks the fourth wall all the time. So that would work. But, then you bring in the concept still that there's mutants now in the MCU. And I don't think Deadpool is the brand to do that with. I really wish Marvel would follow the DC stuff and just do offshoot Elseworlds movies like they're doing with Joker. I think that would be awesome. Deadpool could be a good start for that. It'd be nice if we could get experimental movies like Joker with some of the Marvel characters. I would really like that. And it would change and shake things up. Now, I don't think they're going to do that. Probably not until the Marvel formula is on its deathbed and they have no other ways to make money, which is a shame. These movies are, in my opinion, getting kind of stale. I know Endgame was really good, but I just don't see where they can just keep going with this. There's a lot of flaws in the Marvel movies to me. So far, they've been able to keep it going and prove me wrong, and I'm still walking out entertained for most of them, but I just wonder how long they can keep this going, especially putting 4 movies out a year. That's a lot. And then you have the Disney Plus shows, too, so we'll see. Now, here's something I'm really excited about. I don't know if you know this, because I don't think a lot of people really know about this over in the West, but Neon Genesis Evangelion, a very popular anime, was recently put on Netflix. They redubbed it, kind of a disaster, but you can always watch it in subtitles, which I encourage. Now, if you didn't know, they've actually been doing a retelling of it. The problem is the freaking thing has been on hiatus, then they make one, and then they go back on hiatus. It's literally been like 12 it's been like 12 years since it all started. I think the first one, Rebuild Part 1, came out like 12 or 13 years ago. And then it was literally like 5 years. Or no, I think it was like 2 or 3 years. Then we got Part 2. Then we had to wait like 8 years for Part 3. It was literally like years in between 2 and 3. And now finally, after like 3 or 4 years, we're going to get the final one, which instead of calling 4, they're calling 3.0 plus 1. You know, clever. It's kind of like typical EVA thing. But it's finally coming out. So next year in Japan, it actually has a date. And that's June 27th, 2020. So I'm really excited for this. After that comes out in theaters, we'll have to wait probably a year before it comes out for home release. And then finally someone will fan sub it. And we can finally watch it. If you don't know what this is, by the way, I should have explained this at the start. It's basically a retelling of Eva, but they've changed a lot of things. It's essentially almost kind of a new show, its own thing, and it kind of takes liberties from it. The first 2 Eva rebuilds do kind of follow the show, and then they just do their own thing, and they've incorporated like new pilots and stuff. New animation. It looks really good. If you haven't seen this, you should track it down and watch the first 3. Now's the perfect time to watch these if you've never seen them, because you can just watch the new one when it comes out in a year, and finally, like, you won't have to wait like decades to see what happened. So I'm really excited to see how this ends. This is like going to be a whole new ending. There's a lot of cool concepts they've introduced. The third one was kind of weak. I think the problem with the third one, though, is we had to wait so long for it. I think when we get to watch all of these in a row, the third one will kind of feel better. The main problem with this series is every time the creator, every time he touches it, he seems to just get massively depressed and doesn't want to touch it again for a while. So finally, this is coming. So that's pretty much it. Short video, just some stuff I want to talk about and announce. Some people might care about Evangelion and Deadpool 3. So fun video, a little different. Anyway, give me your thoughts on this stuff. What do you think about Deadpool 3? Do you think they'll make it work? Do you care about Ava? Did you even know this exists? A lot of people, I don't think they even know about the Rebuild series, which is crazy. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Give me your likes, comments. Remember, those really help videos. Share the video. Also, make sure you are subscribed. They've been unsubscribing people. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.